Hello YouTube, I'm Henkes and next hour I will guide you through the entire Zork1 text adventure. I added some nice music to entertain you in our quest for gold. In the ruins of an ancient empire lying far underground. The game is titled The Great Underground Empire, being the first of the Zork series. You can find information about how to get this game for free in the description of this video. Here we go. We are west of house and we find here a small mailbox. So we open the mailbox. There we find a leaflet. We take the leaflet and let's read what's on it. Welcome to Zork. Zork is a game of adventure, danger and low cunning. In it you will explore some of the most amazing territory ever seen by mortals. Well, let's look around the house. Go south, then we go east, and here we are behind the house, and there we find a small window which is slightly ajar. We open the window, which allows us to enter the house. Here we come in the kitchen. In the kitchen we find some items. We take all, so we take the brown sack and the glass bottle. Then we open the bottle. Then we drink the water. We open the sack. There it reveals a lunch and some garlic. We take the lunch, but we store the garlic for later. We need the garlic to protect us from bats. We look around in the kitchen and then we find way to the west. Come on, yes, here we go west and we enter the living room. This is the best room of the game. Here is a trophy case, and in the trophy case we will store all our items we collect during the game. In this room we also find a sword and a lantern, and we find a carpet. We take all the items, we open the case, and we put all our items now in the case. And here we will return many times during the game. And usually I save my progress at this particular place. We always take our lantern because we need this lamp for the light. Because most of the game is in the dark, underground. In the living room we find a rug. We move the rug and that reveals a trapdoor. We open a trapdoor. That reveals a staircase down. We go down. We only have to type D. Now we're in the dark, so we have to turn on our lamp. And we discover we are in the cellar. We look around. There's nothing particular. So we continue our quest. We go south. And we go east to the gallery. And there we find a painting. So we take the painting. Then we continue our quest. Let's see where we are. The gallery is plundered by vandals, and there's a way north or west. So we have to go north or west. Where do you want to go? We go north and we enter the studio. And there we find a small piece of paper. And we read the paper. Congratulations, you are the privileged owner of Zork1, the Great Underground Empire, a self-contained and self-maintaining universe. Well, this is like a book. We continue our story, we go up. But we can't go up, so we look around. A dark narrow chimney leads up. We can't go through the chimney up. Because we carry too many items. And we type inventory and we find our items. And we see a manual. We don't need the manual, so we drop the manual. Now we're skinny enough, we go up, and there we are in the kitchen. This is how we play the game. And from the kitchen we go to the living room. That's west. Let's look. Okay, first we go up to the attic. And in the attic we find some items. We take the nasty knife. We need the nasty knife later. And we take a rope. And we need the rope soon. Now with all those items we go down. We're in the kitchen and then west to the living room. Then we put all the items in the case. Trophy case. And then we take back our lantern because we need a lamp for the light. And this time we also need the sword. Well, when we go walking around with the sword and the rope now, then you know what's going to happen. We're gonna fight somewhere. Okay. The game always continues down to the cellar. So, go down. Or probably we have to open the trapdoor, because it was closed when we entered it. Open trap door, yes. The door reluctantly opens and reveals a staircase. Then we go down. Here we are in the cellar. And look at that. Our sword is glowing with a blue faint glow. Well, here we have to save, because that is not good. A glowing sword, that means there is danger around. We have 35 points, so we save our game. 35 points. We look around, and there's a pathway north. Here we go, and we enter the troll room. And what is that? There is a troll swinging his axe, and he nicks your arm as you dodge. We try to kill the troll with our sword, and this is a hard one. We have to try to fight him many times. If you're lucky, you kill him in one time, but you will soon find out that the troll kills you easily, so you have to restart the game. But we saved it, so we can we can continue our game from a last save position. The troll is a tough one. Look at this. We have a hard way killing him. The heft of your sword knocks out the troll, yes. This is what we want to see. Now look around. Look him bleeding. It's a bloody axe. An unconscious troll is sprawling on the floor. Well, kill him before he gets conscious. Yes, now we got him. He dies. And then he disappears. And the glowing of the sword is gone. It's always safe. Let's look around. Take the axe. Yes, we got a bloody axe. And then our quest continues. Let's look, where can we go? We go east. And east again, the round room, southeast, engravings room, east, dome room. Down, no, we can't go down. Oh yeah. You can't go down without fracturing your bones, so we have to go down by the rope. We tie the rope to the railing, we go down and we enter the torch room. There's a flaming torch made of ivory, and we need the torch because it also provides light. But we leave the torch for now. We go south to the temple, and east to the Egyptian room, and there we found a gold coffin. We take the coffin. But we have too many items, so we have to drop one, and we drop the axe. And then We drop the sword and we take the coffin. We don't need to fight at this moment. And with our coffin, we go west to the temple, then south to the altar. There's a large black book. Don't read it, don't touch it. We need it later in the game. So from here we go down. We can only go down when we pray, so we pray. And we enter the forest. Being in the forest we see sunlight, so we can turn off the lamp. Because it saves batteries, you know. The lantern uses batteries. And we hear a songbird. Well, we go for the bird later, so first we go south, further the forest in, and then north to the clearing, east to the canyon view. And there we find a way to climb down. So we go down to the rocky ledge and down to the canyon bottom. Now we're at the canyon bottom and we find a path north. North we come to the end of the rainbow. And as we all know, at the end of the rainbow there is a pot of gold. But what do? To get to the end of the rainbow, we drop the coffin, we open it, and look at that, it reveals a scepter. Special one. We take the scepter and then we wave with it. Wave the scepter, suddenly the rainbow appears to become solid. So we can move over the rainbow and take the gold. We take the gold. That's what we wanted. This is a nice story. This is always what we dream of, but in this game it's real. Now we go back with the gold all the way to the house. We look around. We take our valuables. And we take the coffin. Because it's made from gold. Right, here we take it. Now we have to continue our way home. And let's have a look, where do we go? We go southwest to the canyon bottom. And then up to the canyon view. And then one more time up. To the canyon view. And then we go northwest to the clearing. And west, here we are behind the house. There's the window. We can move through the window in the house. Yes, the window is still open. Enter the house. Right. Here we are in the kitchen. And we go west. In the living. And we made it all the way to the living. And we put all in cage. So, yes, we have stored our valuables in the trophy case. Well, this is also a nice time to save the game. And when putting all valuables in the case, we take back the lantern, because we need the lamp. And this time we take the garlic with us. We need garlic for the bed later. Is there anything else we need? Lantern, scepter, pot of gold, coffin, painting, nasty knife, leaflet, brown. No, there's nothing else. So this time again we open a trapdoor. We go down to the cellar. Yeah, the lamp is off, so you have to turn it on. And then we discover we're in the cellar. Right, really good game. And then we have to continue north or west. We go north to the troll room, east to the passage, north to the chasm, northeast to the reservoir south, east to the dam. Here we are at flood control dam 3, FCD 3. And we see the dam is not working. Damn the dam. Well, we will make it working. Here we find a matchbook. And we don't read it, but we will have some other fun with it. We take the matchbook. And then we continue north to the maintenance room. Here there are many items, but we take the wrench and the screwdriver. And there is a series of colored buttons. Blue, yellow, brown and red. What will we do with that? Let's press one of these buttons and see what happens. We push the yellow button here. We hear a click. And then let's go out and see what happens. We go south to the dam lobby. South to the dam, and here we see a small green plastic bubble which is glowing scenery. So on the control panel there is some kind of switch we have to use. Turn the switch. Turn the bolt. What do you want to turn the bolt with? You have to use the wrench. The sluice gates open and water pours through the dam. Kijk, finally we got the dam working. We drop the wrench, so we don't need it. Later in the game. Now let's look around. We go south to the canyon, down to the loud room, and here suddenly we are moved. With a tremendous effort you scramble out of the room and we find ourselves in the round room. The loud room is a special room. You will find out later. We go west to the passage. Let's go home all the way. From the passage. East-west. Where do you want to go? East. And here we enter the round room. And southeast to the engravings cave. East to the dome room. And down to the torch room. And here we take the torch. Yes, now we have a second source of light. So we can turn off our battery lantern to save the batteries. And if you die in this game, it's really funny. You're kind of a ghost, you can't touch anything. But it ends. But you always need the lights, so take a torch or the lantern. Now let's have a look. We're in torch room. We're gonna go? We go south to the temple. And in the temple we find the brass bell. We take the bell. We go south to the altar. And there are some items, candles, and there's a book. This time we take the book and the candles. And with these items we continue our quest down to the cave. And suddenly the candles are out, blown out by the wind. We still have the torch, but don't light the candles with the torch, because they will melt the candles. Here we go down to the entrance of Hades. And here we use the brass bell we found earlier. We ring the bell, the bell suddenly becomes red hot and falls on the ground. So we lose it. And we drop the candles, so take back the candles. This time we try to light the candles, and we can't light candles with the torch directly, so first we put on fire the matchbook and then we light the candles with the matchbook. And of course the match has gone out, it's burned all the way. And with this light we're going to read the black book, and that reveals the spell Begone Friends. A heart-stopping scream fills the cavern, and the spirits, sensing a great power, flee through the walls. So this makes our way free to continue the game. Begone Friends. Let's continue the game. So we drop the book because we don't need it anymore. And we look around for our way to go. We have all our items and we don't need the bell. We go south. Land of the Dead. And there's a crystal skull in this room, so we take it. It's really funny what kind of items you find during this game. Take the skull, we got it. And let's go home. Let's store those valuables. We go north, entrance to Hades. Go up to the cave, and the candles are off again, but that doesn't matter. We don't need the candles anymore. We have still our torch. We continue to the mirror room, and the mirror room is a special room. It moves you through the game. When you look in a mirror, or when you clean the mirror, it transfers you to another mirror side. Put out the candles, yeah, they are off. They're already blown out. Now rub the mirror, and this results in position changing. There is a rumble from deep within the earth, and the room shakes. We look, we're still in the mirror room, but it's a different one. There are 3 sides out of the room. Now, on the south is a wall, so we don't go south. We go north, east or west. Where do we want to go? We pick north, we come to the cold passage, west to the slide room, north to the mine entrance. Nothing here. We go west to this squeaky room. It's a small room, that's why it's squeaky. And there is a way to escape east, but we're safe here. has a strange sound. It's probably the bats. But we carry the garlic. But saving regularly is good, because you never know. It's not nice to do the game all over again and again. Now we take the garlic. Yes, you got it. And then we move to the north. Yes, we go north to the bedroom. And there's a vampire bed here in this place. And he doesn't like you. He holds his nose. And if you didn't take the garlic with you, he would eat you. Now there is a valuable jade figurine, but leave it. We go east to the shaft room. And yeah, we save the game again. And then we continue. In the shaft there's a metal framework with a heavy iron chain attached. And there's a basket. And this time we put the torch in the basket. And we also put the lantern in the basket. No. We put the torch in the basket, we take the lantern with. We go, and also you need the screwdriver in the basket. And we do a lot of movement. This is the coal mine. It's a big maze. Sorry that I didn't read all the letters. And when we walk through the maze in the right order, then we get to the dead end. There's a pile of coal here. And here we take the coal. And then we go back north to the ladder bottom, up to the ladder top, up to the coal mine, north to the coal mine, and we go through the maze. And we enter a gas room. There's a bracelet here. But we leave it for now. We go up to the smelly room, south to the shaft room. And in the shaft room there's a basket with our torch. And we going to fill the basket with the coal and the screwdriver. Yeah. The coal, screwdriver and the lantern we need in the next place. And you will find out soon why. From here, first we lower the basket to the bottom of the shaft. Now we will continue our way to the bottom of the shaft, but we will lose all our items in that way, that direction. Go to the smelling room, we go to the gas room, and then we go back through the maze. Rapapa. And we enter the timber room. We leave the timber and we continue our way west. You cannot fit through this passage with that load. That means we carry too many items. We drop all and then we go west and enter the drafty room. And here we find the basket with the screwdriver, the coal and the torch. And we take all. Now we have to take the items one by one, because we can't take the chain. And when we have the items, we continue our quest in the direction south. And we enter the machine room. And this is where we need the items. there's a button, there's a switch called start, and there's a machine. We can open the lid, we put the call in the machine, we close the lid, and then we turn the switch. Because the switch is labeled start, turn the switch. Yeah, you have to write it right. Turn the switch, yes. And that's why we need a screwdriver. The machine comes to life with a dazzling display of colored lights and bizarre noises. After a few moments, the excitement abates. Well, this is a centrifuge, and what happens when you centrifuge, when carbon is centrifuged, it will provide you diamonds. So, drop the screwdriver, open the lid, revealing a huge diamond. Wow, here we take the diamond. Now let's go back home and store those valuables. We go north to the drafty room, and here we have to put our items back in the basket and move the basket up, and then we can go through the tiny passage, because it doesn't allow us to take any items with us. Raise the basket. The basket is raised to the top of the shaft. It's pitch black, yeah, because you put a torch in. Now, I still remember what way to go, so we go east to the timber room, and there we find our previous items, so take all, and then we find our lantern, and that will provide the light we need. Actually, we don't take all, we just take the items we need. It's about everything. We don't want to leave any valuables here. We go to the ladder bottom, to the ladder top, through the coal mine. Yes, this is the maze. If you get lost in the maze, it will take you a lot of time. But we're back here in the gas room, and there's a precious bracelet, so we take the bracelet. Up to the smelter room, south to the shaft room, and there we find the basket with the diamond and a torch, so we take all. Now we got all our valuables, nice. Then let's go home. Turn off the lamp to save the batteries. Now we go west. Yes. Do we go west? Yes. We come to the bathroom. And there's the jade. We take the jade figurine. Nice. More collectibles. On our way home, we go south, east, south. We enter the slide room and down to the cellar. And then I think it's up. Yes, to the living. Here we are at the living. In our treasure case. We put all in the case. Yes, wow, we made it all the way. You know, we could be robbed by the thief. The thief is also a member of the game, but we were lucky this time. He didn't find us. After putting all items in the case, we take back the lantern. And of course we save the game here. This time we have 198 points, and the game ends with 350 points. So we passed half the game. Now let's have a look. Let's turn on the lantern because we will go back to the cellar down. Yes, we go down to the cellar. We enter the troll room, east to the passage, north to the chasm, northeast to the reservoir south. This is a nice one. North to the reservoir. And here we find some jewels because of the low water. And we go north to the reservoir north, and there we find an air pump. And away further to the north, Atlantis room, and here we find a crystal trident, and we take that. And there is still away to the south, reservoir north, south reservoir, south, east dam, and east to the dam base. And here we find a folded pile of plastic, which has a small valve attached. Well, what could that be? We pump up the pile. Yeah, come on. Pump up the pile of plastic. And a boat reveals. The boat inflates and appears seaworthy. A 10 label is lying in this boat. We drop the pump, we take the label and read it. Magic Boat Company, a sailor. Get into the water and sail on. Well, enter the boat. We're now in the magic boat and sail on. Yeah, here we go. We're on the frigid river in the magic boat. Yeah, and it's not really clear to me what we have to do here. I think we just have to wait. The game continues floating down the river. I pressed inventory and look. It doesn't really do a lot, I think. But typing look, it reveals your surroundings, so you find out where you are. But I think the game progresses by itself. The river turns a corner. We are still not at the place where we want to be. We want to go by boat all the way to the buoy that's to the end of the river, where it ends in a waterfall. Just before the waterfall we will go ashore. There's a red buoy here. Aha, we take the buoy. And as we are now close to the rushing water, we go east ashore. And here we are on the sandy beach. Now we don't need a boat anymore. But we continue on the beach. Get out of the boat. Yes, we're back on our feet. And here we find a shovel. We can't take the shovel, we have too many items. This time we drop the buoy. And the label. The rest we take with us, so take the shovel. Yes. Now let's look around and let's continue. Yeah. A path beside the river to the south. And a passage to the northwest we go, or northeast. We go northeast and we enter Sandy Cave. And here we're going to dig in the sand. Yeah, dig. What do you want to dig with? Dig in. Sorry. We dig ourselves in the sand. All the way down. Don't dig too far, because then you die. Ah, here we are. We find a scarab. So we take it, and then we leave the place. Drop shovel. Go back to the boat. We came here northeast, so we go southwest. Yes, southwest. Good. Very good. We're on the sandy beach and there we found the red buoy. And there's something in it. So, open the buoy. Oh yeah, nice. It reveals a large emerald. We take the emerald. And we continue our game. South Shore, South Aragon Falls. And here we see the rainbow. And as the rainbow is made solid, we can go to the rainbow. We can cross the rainbow. Here we are at the end of the rainbow. And we have been here before, so now we know our way home. We turn off the lantern. Off, double F. Turn off the lamp. Yes, because it will drain the batteries. Now it's saved for later. Now let's find our way back. Do you still remember where we are? We are at the end of the rainbow. You have to go up the hills and then back home. We go southwest to the canyon bottom. We are at the bottom, so we go up to the ledge and up to the canyon view. And from there we go northwest to the clearing west behind the house. Behind the house there's an open window, so we can enter the house. Wow, we're back in the kitchen. We go west in the living room and let's put all our valuables in the case. Yes, nice, we saved it all the way to this point. Now this is a good time to save the game again, because that was a long run. Look at all those items we collected during the quest. This time we go east to the kitchen, east behind the house, north of house, north a forest path, and here we find a large tree. We climb the tree. There's a bird nest, and it contains a special egg. We take the egg. Look at the egg. It's covered with fine gold inlay and ornamented in lapses, uses and mother of pearl. Wow, this is very collectible egg. We climb down the tree. We go south, north of house, east behind the house, and enter the house. And of course, we go west to the living room. This time we do not put our valuables in the case. We need them for our next quest. Yes, we we have the egg with us, but we also need the lantern. And of course we need to turn the lantern on to go down to the cellar. Yeah, trapdoor is still open. So we're down here in the cellar. And then we go north to the troll room. West to the maze. Ooh, the maze is very special. Don't get lost. We find some coins in the maze. Let's take the coins. And there's a key. We also take the key. Don't touch the skeleton, then you die. So also leave his rusty knife. We go southwest through the maze, east, south, and we continue maze to the Cyclops room. And he looks not very friendly, though he likes people. So what do? Hello, Cyclops. He bows his head to you in greeting. But be careful. And there's a special name which we type. The Cyclops, hearing the name of his father's deadly nemesis, flees the room by knocking down the wall on the east of the room. Wow, we have another passage. Look, the east wall, previously solid, has now a Cyclops-sized opening in it. We'll use the opening later. We go up and we enter a treasure room from the thief. We give the egg to the thief before he kills us. You have to be fast in this part. And the thief is amazed by the egg. It's so beautiful. And then we escape down to the Cyclops room, and we go to the special passage to the living room. And here we get the nasty knife. Okay, first we put in our coins in the case, and take out the case of our nasty knife, and we will go back to the thief and kill him with the nasty knife. We got a knife, a key, and a lantern. We also need the key this time. Here we go, back to the thief. West to the strange passage. It's a special opening, west to the Cyclops room. And here we save just before going to the room where the thief is. We have to save our game because it's really hard to kill the thief. We have 303 points, so we're close to the end. And now we save the game. I think we go up to the treasure room where the thief is. Yes. And here he is. Well, kill the thief. And type it as many times as you can, because the thief will attack you as many times. Look at this. This is going to be a hard fight. I found myself many times dead in a direct fight with the thief. This time I just made it. Look at it. He dies now. Then he moves and we find some items. We find his stiletto and the egg we just gave him. And the egg now contains a golden clockwork canary. Ooh, we're gonna need a canary, some specialties. We take all. Find also a variable chalice. I don't know what it is, but let's take it. And we go back home, down to the Cyclops room, northwest, through the maze. And yeah, the maze is hard. Don't get lost. Read your manual. here we are in the grating room. And there we find a grating locked with skull and bones. We can open the lock with our key. Unlock grating with skeleton key. The gate is unlocked. So we can drop the key. Open the grating. And yes. Here we are. Back in the light. We go up and we enter the clearing. Turn off the lamp. We go south to the forest. And here we see a special tree. And we climb the tree again. We've been here before to steal the egg, but this time we give back the egg and we use the canary. And the canary starts to sing, and that attracts a bird, and he loses some valuables. So we climb down, and here we collect a brass bubble. And with these new valuables we go back south to north of the house, then west to west of the house, and then east. Let's have a look. Where are we? West of house, you can't go all the way you want to go. We are west of house, so we go south, south of house, and here we go east behind the house. Then we can enter the house through the window. Here we are in the kitchen. We go west to the living room, and when we put all in trophy case. Come on. Yes. Wow. How trophy case begins to fill up. This time we take oh yeah, look at that. We can't put the clockwork canary in the case, so we take out the egg and then we take out the canary, and then we put both egg and canary in the case. Now we've done that, we save the game and we continue. 335 points. We go down to the cellar. Turn on the lamp. No. Oh, up. Back. Take the lantern. Now we have the lantern. We can go down the cellar, and it's still on. We go north to the troll room, east to the passage, east to the round room, and east to the loud room. In the loud room there's a large platinum bar. This time we try to take it. Take bar. Inventory. Help. Hey, echo. And that's the secret word. And this time we can take the platinum bar. We go west to the round room, west to the passage, west to the troll room, south to the cellar, up to the living, and we put all in case. Look at that, 350 points. And there's a whisper. Look to your treasures for the final clue. And here is... There's a trophy, there's a special hidden case which reveals a map. So we take the map. We read the map. We have to go to the stone barrow. What's there? So we go out and go to the stone barrow, east to the kitchen, go through the window. From behind house we go to north of house, to the mailbox, west of house. There's a mailbox, and there's also a southeast way into the forest. We go southeast, and here we come in the stone barrow. And here we save the game because look at that, there's a stone door and it's open. I have no idea where we get there. So enter the barrow. Rapapa, this is... oh my god, what is this? The game is finished. Well, that was it, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did.